Welcome to Worky Wednesdays, a podcast where we explore the fascinating journey of life from two very different perspectives. While our kids may inherit the physical traits like the color of our eyes, our facial features, and even our body shapes, they don't inherit the way that we think or the way that we feel. Life struggles shape each of our minds and our paths in unique ways. Join Junior and I as we navigate this journey together, sharing our diverse opinions on various aspects of life. We'll also bring on inspiring guests to discuss what motivates them and drives them to succeed, help them become the best versions of themselves, and share their message. Tune in as we dive deep into these conversations, bump heads, bond, laugh, and discover the beauty of different viewpoints. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
All right, let's get right into it. Welcome back, everybody. Working Wednesdays with Jesse Senior and Jesse Junior. Cheers, pops. It's been a few weeks here now. And, Memorial Day weekend coming up here.
Yeah, man.
What's your week been like?
Long. It's been a long week, man.
Yeah,
I'm actually super excited to relax, kick my feet up a little bit, enjoy the weekend, and spend some good quality time with friends and family. Really looking forward to it. Fantasy football draft is coming up.
Yes, sir. I just had mine, and we'll get into that then. So that's kind of want your input on my team. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but we got a little bit of a laid-back episode here today, so that's nice. I think we're gonna. How do we go about this? We're gonna take a step back into time and talk about a whole bunch of different topics here, really. I mean, just really go from when I was a kid until now, really, I guess. And from when you were a kid, and just talk about, movies, music, sports, that kind of stuff, and just kind of dive deep and see how different things are from then and now.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, things are a lot different now with you and from when I was your age, and then obviously from you growing up to how things were when I grew up. And I grew up with my parents always saying, when I was younger, everyone always says, I walked a mile in 6 inches of snow or a foot of snow back and forth and blah, blah, blah. But in reality, things are very, very, very different. And from our generations, so we can talk a million. There's so much things that have changed over time.
Right. So, you were a young father. Younger than what I am now. And so let's get into that. So I'm 26 now. You had me at what age?
18.
18. So yeah. Everyone knows, Jesse Senior, Jesse Junior. So what was
at your age? When I was at your age, you would have been 8 years old already.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so 18-year-old Jesse.
Yeah.
What are you doing at the time? What's school like? Are you playing sports? What's going through your mind?
Well, I think so. I had just graduated when you were born.
Okay.
So at that point, I was like, all right, I just need to become a career guy, get a job, and take care of my family. That was my mindset, and I knew I had to take care of my responsibilities. And that's when I ended up joining the military. So, I felt like that was the right thing for me to do at that time, to be able to provide for a family and have adequate insurance and a steady income and stability, and so that's the route that I chose.
Nice.
So yeah, so building up to that, I mean, yeah, it was yeah.
So now, fast forward throughout the military and stuff. What
Well, hold on. Let's go back to that. So
Okay.
So you know, I had just graduated high school. You know, in high school I was just a regular kid. I played sports and everything. So it was definitely a shelter shock. I visited a couple colleges to you know, for football, not full scholarships or anything like that, but
And you played a lot of sports too.
yeah.
So I mean, as far as I know, baseball, football,
Yes.
hockey a little bit, right?
Street hockey
Street
with
hockey
friends,
with
yeah,
friends and whatnot.
yeah.
So I mean, a little bit of everything, a little bit of wrestling
Yeah.
here and there. I mean,
Yeah, as a young buck, I started off with Little League football was the first organized sport that I played. Maybe I was in like, I don't know, fifth grade, fourth and fifth grade is when I started playing Little League football. And then eventually I got into baseball. It was through the same Little League organization out in South Allentown. And then I around that same time frame, middle school, as I actually even started doing, I wrestled a little bit
Yep.
for middle school. And then once high school hit, I stuck with like City League baseball, and I actually played for the high school football team.
Nice.
So,
Oh yeah. And what position?
for football, I was my primary was outside linebacker.
What number?
60. 60 for high school, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was backup, running back, backup. Yeah. I just couldn't think of, I couldn't remember the plays, anything on offense. So I just pretty much focused everything on defense and.
Like father, like son.
Yeah.
I mean, I was right there with you, man.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what about you? So what sports growing up? What sports did you play?
so going up to 18, I mean, let's see, I mean, started off with flag football, and then flag football and wrestling. It was kind of around the same time. I was wrestling for Allen, and that was,
Yeah.
I mean, I was a young buck.
Well, it was weird because when you played flag football, you were like one of the bigger kids on the
I
team.
was.
Yeah.
And that was the craziest thing. I like hit a growth spurt at such a young age.
Yeah.
And I remember playing quarterback and everything.
Yeah, you quarterback, tight end.
Yeah.
You were tall for a young kid.
Yeah. And then I don't know what the hell happened.
You got the shit end of the stick. That's for sure.
Yeah, so
Well,
dude, I was playing it went from playing quarterback and offense, and then when I put the pads on the following year, I was nose guard on defense because I was still a little bit big,
Yeah.
but still looked like a bobblehead out there just because.
Yeah, most kids do.
Right.
But I would say, yeah, right around that middle school time frame is, I think you stopped growing. Really, that's when you. But you still played. You still played padded football. You guys had a good team way back then.
Oh yeah, dude, we're nasty.
Yeah, you played padded football all the way up until like what, 7th or 8th grade.
Eighth grade, yeah. And then
For middle school. Yeah.
and then wrestling throughout all that time,
Mm-hmm.
and
Which worked out well because again, you being smaller.
right.
So yeah.
Right. So wrestling worked out pretty damn well when I was younger, and then as I got older,
But you played
and basketball, yeah. So I played basketball too, and never got into the whole baseball thing. I mean,
Yeah.
we tried doing that. I don't think I was coordinated.
What was your favorite sport out of the sports that you played?
Oh, dude, definitely. I love wrestling, man. I wish.
Actually, MMA too. You did
Well,
MMA.
see, but that was my high school, so that went to high school. So going into high school, I didn't do anything. I wrestled a little bit and then kind of fell off with that,
Mhm.
and then 10th grade, Gage, we had Gage on the show a few weeks back, and fortunately I met him, and he boxed for Shippensburg at the time, and he was like training also at the same time doing jiu-jitsu, and he was like, dude, come train at my gym. Next thing you know, did that for years, man, and then all of the UGCs and Naga tournaments. You were there for those. So,
Yeah.
but as wrestling was definitely my favorite sport growing up. And then jiu-jitsu was definitely that was what I was best at.
Yeah.
That was what I was best at just because I was older, my mind was a little bit more mature.
Yeah.
And,
I think you got deterred when, so during football, I think when all of your classmates started growing.
Yeah.
And you still put a lot of effort into it, but yeah.
And
I could see that you were getting like, the motivation was leaking.
For sure, man. Oh my God. When you're out there, dude, and you're like...
You just look like a large turd with shoulder pads on.
Yeah, just getting beat the... And then honest to God, and then my senior year, I wrestled at 126 pounds, dude. I was a senior in high school. That is small.
That's right. Yeah.
So, like, that's ridiculous. I mean, granted, now don't weigh that much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bit heavier now, thank goodness, but put a few pounds on, and now I'm in the gym and whatnot, so... I mean, the gym was always there too. You got me there at a young age. So, I mean, as far as sports goes, man, I love football. I wish I would have stuck with that. I wish I would have just... I think if I had the mindset that I did now,
Yeah.
things would be different, but, things are as what it is now. Now I'm playing flag football every Sunday in a league that you've been in for 20 years. So that's pretty cool. We'll get into that then too. But, so yeah.
When I was younger, so... we would walk down to the Little League organization where I played football and sports. My parents worked. They were always working. My dad was always working overtime shifts and everything. So luckily for us, it was within walking distance.
Right.
So, and we always had good coaches, good solid teams. And but what always helped us out is not only was the Little League organization locally, I actually lived on a street to where, man, there must have been like a dozen of us kids in my age bracket.
Yeah.
And, man, come after school or on weekends or in the summertime, we would play like nonstop sports.
Yeah.
The kids up the street, it brings back great memories because where my parents lived, there was a forest behind the house. You probably remember that. It was all, it used to be a forest. And then up at the end of the street, or towards the top of the street, there was a big field up there, and it was an entryway into the forest. And the kids in the neighborhood, they would clear off that patch of grass. Like, we would go up and mow it, and then we ended up creating a Little League diamond, like a baseball diamond.
Hell yeah.
And then we never used hardball, but we would play baseball up there with a tennis ball.
Nice.
And over the apartment buildings across the street, over the roof was a home run. And we did that for years. And
when's the last time you thought about that?
Man, it's been a long time.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah. And there was, the thing is in my neighborhood there was boys and girls, so the girls also played up there too.
Right.
And then the person that lived up there, him and his father, they ended up playing baseball, and he took it really seriously going up over the years, and he actually was drafted into the pros. To the Cardinals drafted him.
No shit.
And I just remember, so we would always go up and play baseball up there, and him and his dad were always pitching like he was a pitcher, and that brings back good memories, man. So
oh yeah, dude. So at that age, besides sports and whatnot, hobbies. What were what? So you mentioned, you guys did stuff like that. What were some
hobbies?
Yeah, like hobbies that were popular, popular hobbies. Like, what was everybody into at the time when you were in high school and stuff?
Baseball cards.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's a big thing now.
I know, and then so it disappeared for 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's funny how it comes back.
Right. How about it?
Yeah. So baseball cards was really big back then. We did baseball, football cards were really big. Again, just look tag. We did a lot of things in our neighborhood. Played guns, hats for some reason. Everyone collected baseball or hats or caps.
Yep.
We played toy guns at nighttime and everything like that.
And it's like how we remember when. Do you remember when all the buddies on the football team used to come up to our house and we play airsoft?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
How about that? Pretty good. I haven't thought about that in quite some time.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Salisbury buddies.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. So BMXing was kind of big for us too back then.
Yeah, and I forgot to even mention that. I used to skateboard. Like,
Yeah.
that was my life.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy. And I feel like that was a big thing for a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like no matter what, just how you got around.
Yeah.
I mean,
we did our bicycles everywhere,
dude.
Yeah.
Like, so similar to me. I mean, if we needed to get somewhere, if we wanted to go to the park, what do we do? Skateboarding.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we used to. So my brothers and I, we got real big into like. We would fix them. We would have like Frankenstein bicycles.
Oh.
Yeah, tires from different
Put
bikes,
the cards
handlebars.
Put the cards.
No, we never did that. We never did that. But
the soda can on the tire.
Yeah. In the woods behind our house, though, there was like dirt tracks like all over the woods and jumps and things like that. And yeah, bicycling or BMXing, whatever you want to call it, was really big back then.
Yeah, I mean, Uncle Walter was pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Uncle Walter was the shit.
He would go clear
He
across
was
the
shit,
city
man.
to go to his buddy's house.
Oh yeah.
And so he actually helped us learn how to work on bikes, and change tires and chains and all of that stuff.
Shout out Uncle Walter.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So that's pretty cool, man. And then that's another thing. So I mean, I'm the older brother, Pops, and not to get into too deep, but you have some older brothers. So how did that go? Like, was it ever like a competition? So like, as far as hobbies, like when you had hobbies, was it always like a competition between the hobbies? Like, did always someone have the better cards, or did Uncle Dano have to be faster, or did Uncle Walter have the best bike, or like how did the competitiveness go? Like when it was like around that time.
So that's a great question. So I'm the youngest. I was the youngest in the whole family.
Right.
Dana was more into sports than Walter was. Walter played baseball. We all played baseball, but Dana and I were just being a year apart. We were more into like doing the sports together and doing the tag and everything with everybody. But what I learned from them is like music and everything. So,
hell yeah, man.
So like and my sister too. So obviously with all of us in a smaller house, we shared bedrooms and everything, and everybody was listening to music was actually pretty big back then too.
Hell yeah. Top 5 bands from your.
Well,
it's
a mixture. So I was Sublime was back there.
Woo.
Metallica, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg.
The list goes on and on.
I know.
It was a good era.
Yeah. It was a very good era.
Good era.
But the thing is so like my brothers and sisters, they all listened to different music. So me being the youngest, I just kind of absorbed it all.
Right. So, and it's just funny because I get in your car now and you're a Swiftie now. So this is so weird how this played out.
That's sorry, bullshit. That is not true. But
so weird, man. But anyways.
So I never really stuck to some specific genre. I listened to a little bit of everything, and I still do nowadays. It took me many years to start listening to country, but
love it.
Yeah,
me too, man.
So pulling a little bit of everything from the brothers and sisters, that's something that that I did over the years. It just everything from style. I used to take their clothes.
Oh, dude, look. I mean, you see what I'm wearing right now. I mean, I don't even know what I'm wearing right now. So I'm the same way, man. So that's pretty cool. So,
I mean, your style growing up.
Yeah. So now we'll go. So we'll stay on that for a second because this is just crazy. Because I bet the things that I have came home in from school and some of the outfits, you were probably like, what the.
Yeah.
So and even now, the way I dress now is even kind of like a little bit odd, but that's my thing.
Yeah.
But dude, it's just so funny. So like, when it comes to the style for us, and definitely music, man. definitely the music. The music was a huge inspiration for all of it. When I was growing up, it was everything that you listened to. And then for some weird reason, I got into that weird goth emo stage.
I actually want to slap you right now. You envisioning that. I fucking want to reach over there.
Yeah. So
some of these dumb pictures over the years, like, oh, look at
yeah, those were bad. If I could go back and kick my own ass, I would. Because that was bad. That was really bad. I don't even really know where that came from. I'm not exactly sure what happened. You know what's funny? It's because I started skateboarding. When I started skateboarding, I started hanging out with a bunch of fucking rad dudes.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool kids, man. I know, fucking cool kids, bro. And then, out of nowhere, I just started listening to screamo music, and next thing you know, I was wearing checkered pants and shit, and then
just the stupid shoes and shit. Like,
yeah. But
I'm getting mad right now. I am actually getting mad right now. Thinking about picking you up from school and your hair coming like bangs.
Yeah.
And you can't even. I'm like, you're looking at me? Are you even looking at me or not? Like, look at me when I talk to you. Like, I remember when you were misbehaving, I almost shaved your head. Like, that was going to be the
You did once! You did once! It was fucking terrible. I went to school and looked like a jackass. And I'm Asian as I looked like I was in the Holocaust. It was terrible. But anyway, so...
In hindsight, though, yeah, you had, you had over a dozen styles, which I guess is
dozen,
cool.
Dude. And that's the thing. So, yeah, when I was younger, it was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. But as I got older... more towards high school, like my senior year of high school is when I really started to like find myself, and now I kind of have like a father rock star, emo, not really sure, homeless man. I look like I can put a tire on your car, or I can go put flowers in your garden.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but that's all from the inspiration of the music, man. So, like, inspiration, like, it's so crazy how different it is now. Like, I could play 5 songs right now that you would be like, what the hell are you listening to right now? But, I mean, as far as me, man, I listen to some pretty cool shit. I mean...
Like, what genre? Like, what's your main genre?
Dude, I listen to, like... Dude, I'm a truck driver, man. I listen to like cool, like indie, like slowed down country music. I'm a big country music guy now, and I listen to like campfire kind of music. I mean, there's a bunch of like new artists out that, I mean, right off the top, just to make it simple, like Zach Bryan, obviously, the man. Kind of listen to shit like that. What's his name? Tyler Childers, stuff like that, and like the whole country vibe, man. And like over the years.
Taylor Swift and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But my style is just kind of all over the place, and I feel like yours is all over the place on one point,
It is.
too.
No, it is.
You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
if I remember correctly, you had bleached hair. Don't bullshit. And I did that too.
Yeah.
So come on now.
Okay,
I did some pretty gay. I did some weird shit.
Yeah.
But you did too. So I mean, it's all about what's in the moment.
Yeah, you're
Because
right,
at the time,
you're
what,
right.
Vanilla Ice? Was that the fucking thing?
Well, it was probably more Slim Shady, but
So, okay.
but
And like,
Vanilla Ice, yeah,
right?
Did it
And
too.
like, see, for now growing up, we got guys like dude, we got artists like Drake and Justin Bieber and all these guys. These guys wear the craziest shit, man. And
where do you get the fucking mustache from? Like, I
This?
don't. Yeah.
You don't like this shit?
I want to.
No.
I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Stop that. I want you to stop that. Stop it.
Come on. The stash is here to stay.
But where does it come from?
Dude.
My dad would kick my ass.
You're crazy.
If I ever walked in the house like that. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding.
You don't like it when I do the handlebars?
Fucking.
Yeah, man. Dude, I don't know. I like to stand out. That might be fucking weird, but I like to. For some reason, dude, if I'm somewhere, I like to look different than everybody else in the room. I'm a workizer, man. I mean, granted, there's shit about me that's just I don't know. So like, I have this little thing that it's like, When I feel good, I do. Or what the hell do I say? How do I say this?
You look good, you feel good.
When I look good, I feel good, and when I feel good, I do good.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, for me, like, dude, look what the fuck I'm wearing right now. I don't even know what this is, and like, it's just how I am. I collect old band T-shirts and old beer T-shirts, and my pants are $2 from the thrift, and I throw shit together, dude, and it's just my thing, man. And it's like I don't know what it is, but I like. It's a hobby of mine. That's what I like to do. I like to collect old vintage kind of stuff, and a lot of that is because of certain artists. Like, you're gonna have no idea who this is. Like, do you know who Lil Yachty is?
No.
Fuck no, exactly. Do you know who who? You know who Drake is, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you know who like Central C is?
Never heard of it.
No.
Is it a guy or a girl?
It's a guy. See,
yeah.
and it's like crazy because a year ago, dude, the whole skinny jeans and jogger things was like a thing. Now it's like baggy pants. And it's weird, like, dude, you'll never see me in a pair of skinny jeans ever again. All my pants are fucking triple size of my actual leg.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
So
If I'm wearing cowboy boots, if I'm wearing my Doc Martens, I'm wearing some Reeboks right now. Look how baggy, like, it's just for some reason, that's just a thing. And it's just, as music changes, style changes. So,
interesting.
But
where do you see it? So are you seeing music only on like YouTube?
No, see, music is tough right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's, especially for a kid like me, man. Like, I'm a very I get bored of shit easily.
Mm-hmm.
And the artists, because I'm not really big. Like, there's certain rap artists that I do listen to. There's certain rap artists that I do enjoy, but I can't listen to that like all the time. But I can't listen to country 24/7 either. So, like, the way that I find artists, dude, I do this thing on Apple Music, dude. Every Friday, new music comes out, and based off the people that I listen to, it'll just throw me some random shit. Like, for instance, dude, shout out to this kid named Waylon Wyatt that I just started listening to. He's a country artist, dude. And it's like country, but like indie at the same time. This kid is
Country and what?
like indie, like bluegrass, kind of, like.
Okay.
And it's campfire music, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought this kid was in his 20s. He has his voice of a fucking angel, man. And the kid's 17 years old.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and it's just so, like, the music that I listen to, man, it's more of a... I feel like I listen to a lot different music than other people because I still listen to the alternative rock shit. Blink-182 is one of my favorite bands of all time, and that's like something you could relate to.
Yeah.
Travis Barker, dude. I mean, shit like that. That's kind of the shit that, like, I still listen to.
So I guess, so my point is, a hobby of ours when I grew up.
Music was just...
Right, so music was there, but it was MTV, music television.
Dude,
that was the beginning of MTV.
It's not even a thing anymore.
Right, so, like, my sister...
what was the time frame that it was on again? Was it early morning or late night? I forget. Was it 24/7?
24/7. So there was
shit.
Yeah, so there was the channel was MTV. So for like most of the day it was music videos.
Right, I do remember that.
Yeah. So so that's what we grew up on, and then it kind of started morphing into like they would do like these beach houses and parties and things like that,
and to be honest, dude, music videos were the thing.
Yeah. But then reality TV started getting into it.
Yep.
But we grew up watching music videos, so there was the style that so it was right there in front of our faces.
Right, and you grew up when the first TV fucking you were there for it, dude. Like that is crazy, dude. Like it's pretty insane that you got to experience life then and life now. Isn't that, you ever think about that? Like, you're the only generation to ever, because like the generation from on out, they get the best shit ever, dude. Like my baby sisters are 10 years old. These little girls have the coolest stuff. The fact that you got to see it from start to now is so crazy.
Yeah, but in hindsight, it is funny because I say the same exact thing to my parents.
Right.
Because
I guess.
I go back. So I go back. Another hobby of ours was video games, right?
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I go back to Atari, Now, mind you, my father had like one black and white TV in his house with a pull knob, and you would pull the knob to turn it on, and you would turn it left and right to turn the volume up and down.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to fix the antenna and have aluminum foil on the antenna to get reception to watch like 3, 6, 8, and 12 like local channels.
That fucking smash that TV. Yeah, dude,
I think you had it in your room.
Smash.
You had it in your room, like.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah, so I actually ended up, when you were a kid, I had the same TV because my dad gave it to me, and over the years I ended up putting it in your room when you were a baby, and I connected a VCR to it.
Right.
But so when I was so Atari was a video game, analog video game that we played when we were kids. But really in my like early high school or late middle school era, like young teenage years, Nintendo came out and Sega Genesis.
Fucking Duck Hunt, Mario, Pac-Man,
Madden football.
Madden, hell yeah, John Madden, baby.
Techno Super Bowl, or Tecmo. Yeah, so those were the games that we played. I don't even want to speculate these other. Mortal Kombat, like
that's a classic.
Right. So those are games that came out when we were young, and Zelda was like a strategy game.
Great game, man.
Right. That's probably the first game that really started addicting us. And Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
No shit. Yeah. How about that?
I know.
And we can get into that too, because this guy is a.
Here we are now.
The fuck, dude? Full
circle, right?
What is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, man.
He's about to step back into it.
Do you want to? Oh goddamn! Do I want to talk about that?
It'll be interesting to see what happens with Mike Tyson. So
I don't know who I'm scared for. I think I'm scared for both of them. I think I'm scared for Jake Paul and Tyson.
So you're a Jake Paul era kid. I'm a Mike Tyson era person, and
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think about.
Either do I. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's truly crazy.
Mike Tyson, like. You haven't seen him box. Like, we grew up watching him box.
He did that's the most vicious man.
He was the most scariest person, right? And he started fighting at 18 years old. He was knocking out grown men at 18 years old.
And that's another thing. So not like sports now, dude. Sports are fucking. This shit wasn't happening when you were. And that, I guess we could talk about this. We could get into that. So, even styles. Look at. Actually, this is great. The fashion, the music. Look how much fashion and music plays a part in sports now. Look at these guys' walkouts to the fucking ring now, dude. They all have concerts and whatnot.
Yeah.
The outfits they wear in the arena and stuff. Jake Paul, fucking dude. These guys wear the craziest shit out there, man. Back then, dude, Mike Tyson was coming out in black basketball shorts and black boots.
Was coming out to murder you.
Murder you.
Yeah.
I guarantee he comes out in some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to think that's just nuts.
Well, so it goes. A lot of it goes back to obviously WWF, WWE.
Best shit ever.
It was WWF when I was a kid,
dude.
So they had entrance theme songs and whatnot, and
I guess that really was the start of that kind of whole thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Pyromaniacs and things like that are all types of stuff. It was very
fireworks and
animated.
shit.
It was very, very animated.
Yep. It was like the first holy shit.
Yeah.
Like this person's coming out to fight.
And they would act coming out, they would do their thing.
Dude, hell yeah,
so that was a big part of our life.
Our childhood, man.
Right,
that was kind of our first thing. That was our first bond.
Yeah. So you can see kind of how it's morphed. But then a lot of people, there was a very small time frame, I would say 5 to 10 years, to where people were trying to clown those guys.
Dude, man.
But they all did it right, man. Shout out to the WWE. They did it right, and they stuck with it. They stuck with their game plan. And now, I imagine they're so popular.
They're killing it right now, Dad.
Yeah.
Dude, Dad, dude, go check my last Instagram post. I literally posted my character that I created on WWE 2K24 on my Instagram just yesterday. Dude, I've been playing that game since it was the first game I played. That and Madden. I'm 26 now, dude. And I'm now playing that game still, dude. It is incredible what the WWE did, and
I tried playing that game with you in the past, but there's so many
it's touchy,
sequences with
Dude,
left and right and circle.
so you know how you
come
have an
down.
entrance?
Yeah.
You know how long it took me to make my entrance for my character?
You did like fireworks and everything?
Yeah. And you had to do everything separately, dude. It took me 3 hours to make the entrance for my character. And dude, and the worst part was, when you, so like I have a belt right now, when you get the belt, you gotta like create how you walk out with the belt, and I didn't do that, so my dude's walking out with the belt like a fucking chick right now because I forgot to change it.
See, that just blows my mind.
It's so tedious, man, how crazy games have advanced in just everything. Like, you're allowed to change your facial expressions while you're walking to the ring, and then when you get into the ring, you can change what you look like in the ring. And the same goes for Madden, dude. Like, I've been playing, and like, so we were talking, I've been playing the new college NCAA 25, man. And we're big football guys. Dude, the progression of these football games since when we were playing up at East Rock is insane.
Dude, I'll still slap the shit out of you. And any dude, Madden, I'll fucking slap you.
No, man. I don't know, man.
I feel like with
you haven't
Madden,
you haven't played in years.
Dude, I feel like it sticks with you.
It does, but no, man.
We're gonna have to do it sometime because
that's interesting, actually. Because do you think it sticks with you? You think you still fucking got it?
I do. Now me and my buddies, so we grew up on Madden, and then when I was a young man, when I was your age, we would have tournaments at that Big John would come over. We would have tournaments. We'd pay money, and we would have Madden tournaments. We would, and everyone accuses. Once you lose, you're accusing the other person of cheating. Yeah.
What's your mode on? You on
exactly.
Rookie? Yeah. Fucking cheater. You're using the best team.
But we also would create seasons too.
Yep.
And just create our players, but it wasn't too much in depth, but it was always cool putting your name on the jersey and whatever position you would.
Yep.
But back then, I mean, you're talking, we would beat the opponents, 50
60 to 0.
60 to 0.
I still do the same shit, man. And it's fucking so much fun, man. Yeah, it's a good time, man. And it's cool that I still every now and then I like to kick back and still play a few video games here and there when I get to, man. It definitely eases the mind. It's pretty fun.
It's a strategy. It is. It's something I guess to take your mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. I mean, so fucking shit. I mean, even other games like, dude, they're still making Resident Evils, dude.
Resident Evil, Mortal Kombat's too.
Like they're still making all these games, so and it's just, dude, and it's all connected. All these songs we listen to nowadays that are on the radios, they're all in all these games now. It's so insane how everything kind of connects to each other as time goes on, which is actually pretty nutty. So, but dude, even back to like shit, man. I'm trying to think of movies, dude. Movies.
So today, it's funny you bring that up. So today, I turned the TV on and I actually hit some buttons on accident on the remote controller, and it came up to now I'm gonna forget the name of it, with the blue tall characters on
Avatar.
It came up to Avatar 2.
Yeah.
So now I saw Avatar. That the original Avatar is one of my favorite movies. It just
it's great. We saw that shit in theater together.
Yeah. Way back then.
Fucking awesome.
So I didn't want to watch it because now I didn't want to ruin. It was, again, this is like 10 o'clock in the morning. But movies, I love going to movies.
Yeah.
We've been going to the movies a lot on the weekends lately.
Yeah, dude, that's all. We did that a lot growing up.
Yeah.
That was our thing.
And when COVID hit, that's where we built this, and I got just because we enjoyed watching movies that much, I tried to replicate somewhat like a movie theater. Although you just can't do it. You can't.
No, there's no feeling like it, man.
There's no feeling like it.
Feel it fucking, you get the shiver down your spine, dude.
What is probably your all-time favorite movie?
Oh, fuck. All time.
Yeah, let's say top 3, because that's tough, because they're going to start popping to you.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Step Brothers #1.
Great movie.
I'm sorry, man. That was just
a great movie.
It was just what brought me into that light, dude. It was the first comedy movie where they were able to let fucking loose. I'm a big comedic guy. I love stand-up comedy. Comedy is a huge thing in my life, man. I am a huge comedy guy. And the fact that that was before all this shit in the world was going on, it was at a time when the world was at fucking peace. And when this movie came out, man, everybody loved it. Everybody laughed. You could put it on, dude, and just everybody in the room would just die and know every word for word. I can rehearse the fucking movie for you right now. Like, it is incredible how no matter how many times I watch that movie, I always get a good laugh. So as far as comedy goes, man, Will Ferrell and whatever the hell his name is, man, that movie's awesome. So love that movie.
2008.
And still, man, it's great.
Yeah, so almost 20 years ago.
Just a great fucking movie, man. So I love that movie. Serious movie now. Oh shit, man. Oh, dude, this is tough. This is so tough. I gotta say, dude, I don't even know. This is the hardest question, honestly. So,
Well, so I'll
do you know
jump in.
yours?
Yeah, well, Goonies.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that. I fucking knew you were gonna say that, dude.
Goonies was
I knew it. I literally
one of the best movies
ever.
that I've ever. So I would say Goonies because I starkly remember that movie growing up. I remember watching it as a child. I remember watching it on Saturdays after we got it on VHS. It was a thing that we always enjoyed doing. It now as a grown up, as an adult, I love going back and watching that movie because it takes me back to that era. The bicycles,
Yeah.
the way they spoke, the way they dressed. It takes me back. The music in the movie.
Okay, I know mine now too, actually.
Yeah, but so that was that's probably my all-time favorite movie. Plus, you remind me so much of Slaw.
I know, I was gonna say that about you! I was gonna say that! I was gonna fucking say that. I was waiting for you to stop talking.
Junk.
There you guys. I was waiting for it, man.
One of my favorite, probably, action movies, was The Rock with the prison on the island. It's a God damn it! It's a movie about when they're on the Rock. The movie's called The Rock, and it's a Marine Corps movie where they take over. Man, I can never think of it when I'm on the movie The Rock.
All right, well I got you right now. You ready?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Shit, can I do top four?
Go ahead.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
So Step Brothers #1, and then ready? Wolf of Wall Street #2. Fucking love that goddamn movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then ready? I have to put it in there because, dude, Spider-Man, brother.
Okay.
That was my childhood shit, dude. There was nothing like seeing Spider-Man in any. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, dude, was.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man backpacks, shoes, fucking lunchboxes, dude.
Yeah.
It was the time to be alive, man. The web shooters, the action figures. Dude,
Easy Christmas and birthday presents.
It was the best, man. When Spider-Man came out, man, it was like, holy shit, dude, he is my hero. Like, he is who I want to be for Halloween. Mm-hmm. That's what the toys I want for Christmas. So that was awesome for me, man. I love Spider-Man, all those damn movies. And then, dude, I love the movie, like, a little twisted, dude. The movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. As far just getting deep, dude, that movie is one movie that every time I watch it, I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
Did you ever ask Google or Siri to tell you what the movie Inception is about?
No.
Don't do it now, but do it. Ask the Siri to tell you about the movie about this Inception. She goes, it's
really?
Funny. Yeah. We'll do it afterwards.
What the fuck?
But
so yeah, man. So I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good timeline of where shit's at. I mean, there's a bunch of good movies, man. I'm a movie fanatic, man.
Yeah, you'll get this though. the movie Rock is with Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage.
Oh shit! Okay.
When and then Ed Harris is the general, and they take over the prison Alcatraz, the island.
No, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's old, man. When did that come out?
96, I think. Is when it
Jesus.
came out. Yeah.
You know, actually, you know what I gotta throw in the top 5 real quick, pops. I think you'll appreciate this one, dude. Remember the Longest Yard, man.
Longest Yard. Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be. That's gotta be one there for just because Adam Sandler's the fucking goat, dude. Adam Sandler's the goat, and dude, Chris Rock is in that, man. That is the saddest fucking death in any movie, too, man.
So many guys are in that movie.
And the fact, dude, yeah, man, that's got to be my top 5 for sure.
For scary movies, though.
Ooh.
Yeah. It. Dude, It.
Let's go, brother.
So now,
Let's go, brother.
If you can remember, like, I scared the dog
The
shit out of
fucking
you.
piss out of me. I hated you.
It, yeah.
It was terrible growing up with
so
that.
the fact when they remade it,
Incredible, man.
I cannot shame it because it was great.
The first one was incredible.
Yeah.
They really did a great job, man.
They
Shout out
did.
Stephen King, man, because that is just the most iconic. Dude, you realize that forever in history, that will be the most iconic fucking Halloween costume, like, ever.
I know.
Like,
So-
he is the scariest thing in a fucking childhood.
Yeah.
Fucking, that is awesome,
Just
dude.
the balloons, the gutters, like those were a perfect storm.
Dude, the whispering,
Yeah.
and just like incredible, man.
Yeah.
So,
When you watch it now, though, when you watch the original It compared to now, like for how corny like the monsters are in the
no,
original,
dude, there's something about it.
I know. Like it doesn't take it away too much though.
No,
Like
dude, because it's just the time. You almost go back in time.
Yeah.
You almost go back in time and appreciate it for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such an incredible experience watching those movies, dude, because you're like, dude, do you understand like the things they had to do to make it even look the way it looked?
Yeah.
Just the time and effort they put into those movies, man, and just those movies alone, man. Fucking crazy how much time has passed. The CGI in those new It movies.
So the
Ridiculous.
Yeah, the scary movies when I was growing up. So obviously It was it.
Exorcist.
The Exorcist was one, but that was fucking too scary. I grew up in an era where the Night of the Living Dead, so like The Walking Dead.
And that's a good remake now.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So that was in the beginning, and it was seeing those zombies. Like zombies are what I had nightmares of when I was a young kid.
Yeah.
The Living Dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And then the zombies in the shows now, dude, The Walking Dead.
I know.
Is incredible.
Yeah. And it's funny how that came back full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Lost Boys, the vampire movie.
Oh, dude, that is
one
in
of my
my
favorites. Yeah.
dude.
Mhm.
That movie, man.
And also one of my
The
favorites.
soundtrack to that movie is
Oh,
just
it's
fucking
perfect.
incredible.
It is.
The soundtrack to The Lost Boys is just a fucking incredible soundtrack, dude.
I agree.
Oh my god, just the intro, that intro on the beach, on the boardwalk. Oh man. Whew.
It's funny you say that because when I got this new setup down here in the basement, that's the soundtrack that I blast on here.
How about that shit?
Yeah.
What are the
it's
odds
funny
of
you say
that? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's that and Top Gun are the two soundtracks that are just
Maverick,
absolutely incredible.
Yeah, dude, the Lost Boys is. And the Lost Boys kind of reminds me of the Greasers too, in a way. Kind of like similar. That was a good one. Kind of like.
That was a good one growing up
The
too.
Greasers was a fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
Fucking shout out Travolta, man.
Yeah.
Fucking the man and Pony Boy, dude.
Pony Boy.
Come on,
Now
man.
you're bringing back good memories.
Yeah, dude, how about it? This blast from the past.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, man. Great book too. First of all.
Yeah. What was the movie where the Russians came? The remake of Pony Boy. Oh man, I'm gonna forget the movie. But anyways, Patrick Swayze was in it. It was another great movie back then. It'll come to me shortly. But Lost Boys was a vampire movie that we had growing up in that. It was in that era.
I don't really think they made really too many good vampire movies.
It was good though.
I mean-
and I still enjoy watching it now. And again, probably because it does take me back to that time frame.
Yeah. And like the whole being on the dirt bikes, dude, it's badass, man. It was like the way they dressed, they had the long hair, the jewelry, the rings, you know. And dude, that's kind of how I dress now. I take stuff from that era and like dude, look at like it's I take shit like that from my era now, and I go into the vampire movies now, dude. We got like Twilight now and shit like that, and It's so different.
Oh, so the Twilight Zone was
That too. I forgot about that one.
yeah, that was like
Kind of like a
series.
Goosebumps kind of thing.
Yes, like series.
Kind of like a series, yeah. And Goosebumps, holy shit! How about
I
that?
don't know about that.
Goosebumps. Dude.
I never really got into Goosebumps. Maybe you guys.
Yeah, that was the thing. They had that thing on TV, and then dude, like the Ghostbusters and.
Ghostbusters was a classic.
It's a classic.
That was my era.
They're still doing that shit now.
Yeah.
So, dude, it's pretty crazy how it all comes to, how time, what's that word?
This goes full circle. Everything just goes full circle.
And now it's like, we're at the point where it's like, what's next? Honestly, like, because dude, we're at a point now where a lot of things have changed. I mean, rock and roll is fucking, unfortunately, like, dude, like one of my favorite bands ever, like my music, dude. When I get in my car, like, first thing on the radio is probably some Zach Bryan shit, some Motley Crue,
Yeah.
some fucking Eminem maybe, like
Yeah.
that shit is kind of almost at it, dude. Like rock and roll is fucking gone, dude. Unless
on that note,
unless my generation carried, because like, dude, I'm one of the. Don't get me wrong, me and my buddies rock out with me, but
so
like
on that note,
like
Guns N' Roses was huge when I was
yeah
in high school, and then they disappeared for a long time. But yeah, but
sorry guys.
Slash.
And we just saw him.
Yeah, but Slash, he kind of made his own comeback with the video game. Guitar
Hero. Oh
yeah.
Shit.
So that kind of kept Guns N' Roses somewhat in the spotlight because of his specialties with playing.
What about like Ozzy?
Yeah, well, hold on. But then Guns N' Roses got back together probably 2017, 2018, 2019. They got back together and started performing as a band again. So Axl Rose, who's the singer,
God.
Yeah, his voice is
God.
Angelic.
Yeah.
He looks a little different, but he still sounds exactly the same.
Dude, like I'm pretty sure that dude's in the gym like every day.
I don't know. No, not Axl Rose, but But in hindsight, again, so they're still very much in the spotlight. Slash again. We just saw Slash.
We just saw dude, and that was incredible, man. I got
shreds like
shredded it, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely shredded, and that was my first time experiencing that. So I was pretty damn cool, man. Being able to see someone from your time and my time.
And he did a lot of jazz and blues, but I was really hoping he was going to start really shredding. But nonetheless, it was really cool
man, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, even like
Metallica. Do you guys even listen to Metallica?
Dude, honest to God, man, I'm not a big Metallica guy. And honest to God, like shout out to Metallica, shout out to Kiss. I just for some reason, I think I listen to AC/DC over Metallica, and I think I listen to Motley Crue. Motley Crue's my favorite band. I'll listen to Motley Crue for the rest of my life. I don't know what it is about them. Dude, there's something about Nikki Sixx that he's the fucking man, dude. Tommy Lee, dude, the drummer, dude, is the fucking man, dude.
Like, that's my era, too. That's going back to my high school era.
Dude, just the way they dress, dude. My hair's long, man. You've known me, Pops. I grow my hair out. I rock the mullet. I rock the Billy Ray Cyrus fucking mullet, man. I grow my hair out down to my shoulders, man. I love that era, man. The fact that those guys had so much confidence in themselves, dude, I loved it. They wear rings, jewelry, the fucking crazy fucking... I don't know what it is about that era, man, but it's something that... It's like when I wear the shit that I wear, man, it's like, fuck yeah, man. It's like... I don't know. It's cool, man. Those guys were the shit, dude, and those guys are what dudes at home wanted to be like. And like now it's a little different, and now that shit's kind of coming back, dude. Like the whole feminine kind of fucking look, dude. Like it's so weird how the times are fucking changing, dude. Like it's a big fucking thing now, man. Like it is so crazy how like the whole like I mean, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now that are pretty crazy. But as far as like the whole fashion thing, no one really gives a fuck about what you wear anymore, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I stopped dressing myself freaking 15 years ago.
Yeah. So.
Watch your mouth. But yeah, it is. Style's always going to be there. Your growing up phases that you went through, definitely not my choice, but.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean,
it is what it is.
Dude, I mean, before we get off on anything, I mean, tattoos. Look, bro, do you hate me? Do you fucking, are you ashamed of me? Dad, because Dad, you have a lot of tattoos. I know you can't really see many, but for everybody out there, this guy's got a lot of tattoos.
Tattoos are for the devil. I just want to throw that out there. No.
That's not true.
No, but my dad always told me, if you're ever gonna get a tattoo, get it where no one can see it in a professional environment.
I'm so sorry, Dad. I've made some choices in my life that I really questioned if you would give me up for adoption. I've really questioned it sometimes.
I thought about it a lot over the years.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
And here we are.
Yeah, so, yeah, here we are, man. Yeah, man. So, there's so many things that I wish we could get into, man. We'll save it for another day. But, so, here we are. Dad, you're not, I mean, you're older than me. You're not that much older than me.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things in common. There's a lot of things that we're able to share together. Is there anything that, like, is like, damn, like, I wish shit was still like this? Like, and I mean, like, anything. Like, dude, because everything has changed. Cars, TV, music. Is there anything that, like, that you're kind of just like, fuck, man, like, why did this get to this? Like, what is one thing that you think is great that's happened over the years, and one thing that is a downfall that's happened over the years? Like, what is the whole take on just, like, everything in life just growing as it is?
Well, technology, I mean, like, the video gaming has gotten amazing over the years.
Mm-hmm.
It's so realistic. When I put on the Oculus,
Oh, didn't you?
I was blown
You were
back.
there?
I was incredible.
You're there?
Yeah, yeah.
You're in it?
The Oculus really, like, made me understand how far we've come.
And you know what's crazy? That the Oculus came out almost
probably 5 years ago.
Yeah,
now.
man, and look where we're at now.
4 years, yeah. But when it really puts you into this virtual world, I mean, we've heard those are things that we've heard about as kids. So that is impressive to me. I love seeing it. I enjoy seeing it. I love playing it. You know, the far and few times that I get to actually even do that stuff. I know during the COVID eras, Daniel, my brother, and I, we were playing golf against each other, and that was just really cool. Like, I'm sitting down here in the basement, golfing, sweating my ass off.
Yep.
In a full-blown golf tournament, talking shit against my brother.
Yeah, I remember kicking your ass in the boxing thing, dude.
Boxing too?
Yeah, dude.
You didn't kick my ass, dude. You're fucking.
Oh no, man.
So the evolution of video games was pretty cool.
That's cool. And that's cool that you get to, as you know, a busy man.
Right,
your
right.
age. That's pretty cool that you get to kick back and kind of appreciate things like that. So that's pretty cool. Now, is that something that you would advise to other guys your age? Like, when it comes to, like, as far as, like, alone time, like, your own hobbies, you know, you have a life now. So when it comes to putting how do you balance free time and work time?
That's a great question.
Because we're talking about, we're talking about the Oculus. Not many people get to do that kind of shit, and you're a pretty busy guy. So how?
Right. So it's a great question. So all in all, it's really about trying to find time, like, to stop working. Like, there comes a time where you just have to learn to just turn the phone off and just relax and enjoy yourself and just do things that you enjoy doing.
Right.
And
that goes for everything.
Right. And I definitely try to do that stuff on. Definitely on weekends. Just try to disengage from everything that's stressful, and then just do the things that you enjoy doing. And now, in reality, like, I'd much rather go out and play real golf than do it on the game. Right. But in the middle of winter, when it's inclement weather out there, Hell yeah! I'll call my brother up. Hey man, you want to play golf? Let's do it on a video game. So.
And by the way, I'm so sorry for my performance this past weekend in golf. That was fucking bad, man.
You'll get it back.
Yeah. I can't. See, we gotta talk about golf and stuff too. Man.
Yeah.
So much to talk.
I have something that I didn't like that kind of, and I don't want to sound like I just don't like how there's
Yeah. So now, what don't you like?
Yeah.
What?
I would say how.
Like, what do you think is a disadvantage nowadays? Like, is there something that you're like, dude, this is completely wrong. This was going smooth.
I would say the cross gender between in sports.
Ooh.
Like, I just feel like that's like. I didn't really have to deal with it back then. No,
that's huge.
Yeah, in high school there was a chick that wrestled, but it wasn't really like brought up. It wasn't.
Do you remember when I had to put that girl in fucking armbar?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
That sucked.
But it wasn't really like.
It wasn't cool.
It didn't draw a lot of attention.
No.
I think like that stuff nowadays is
yeah.
In the spotlight, and it really shouldn't be. In my opinion, there's just a fine line between a man and female competing against a sport. So that's changed, but it doesn't involve me, so nobody really cares what I think. Nobody gives a shit what I think, so I don't voice my opinion on it to anybody outside of.
But yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy.
It's just different, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
But it's we're all on this roller coaster ride, man. Shit's changing quick, and we're just here on the ride, and you and I and everybody else, and everything's gonna change.
Yeah.
We're gonna have another conversation in 5 years from now about some other shit that is gonna blow us away.
I mean, fucking probably like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm right there with you, man. I mean, even in the last, like, when I was in basic training, man, like when Biden got elected, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And from that till now, just the amount of changes in the world and like some of the big things that have happened that have gotten to where they are now, it's pretty crazy, man. And it's just
everything's gonna continue to change. You're gonna see when you become a father. So I think you got your cell phone. You got your first cell phone.
I was old, dude. I wasn't that young.
You were like 16.
It took a while, dude. Yeah. It took a while.
But nowadays,
dude, my sisters are fucking. My sisters are 7. They have iPads.
Yeah.
And it's just so. And so for me, what I would say is, blast from the past, man. I wish that. And I'm gonna take it a little more deeper, dude. Something that I wish that was still a little bit more how it was back to your time. I wish that the communication was a little bit more different.
Yeah, good point.
I wish that just the initial interaction between human beings was just a little more friendly and more social rather than social media.
Yeah.
So me being as young as I am, dude, social media is the first interaction for most kids my age now. And it's like fucking terrible to see, because like going back to like the movie thing, dude, if you go back to movies like when like you were a kid, one of my favorite movies, and dude, guys, dudes out there, I know you fucking like this movie too. The Notebook, man. Dude.
I can't.
Dude,
yeah.
The fact that, dude, she had a boyfriend, and the fact there was no text, there was no fucking nothing. He had to climb that goddamn Ferris wheel. Like there was a time and a point where in life a man had to be a man to get a woman. And nowadays it's so fucking different, dude. And it's like, fuck, man. I wish, like, sometimes I love the life that I live, but sometimes I wish that like the woman that I end up with, man, I wish there was a little bit more of a work for it, man. So like for me, like that's fucking huge, man, because I'm getting old, man. So like the whole life interaction between humans, dude, I just really wish was a little bit more friendly, man. I wish like we took a step back and kind of got rid of some of the things, dude, because and it sucks because I'm a hypocrite for saying it, man, because I do it now, and it fucking sucks because I sit there and I wish shit was like that, and I guess you can do that, but unfortunately I'm in a spot where it's like, how do I, what am I supposed to do differently? I'm just like any other fucking person now.
It's funny you bring that up because, I was your age, maybe a little bit younger when social media first started.
Yeah.
It was
MySpace. Fucking ATL art, Hotmail.
No. It started MySpace. So it was, everybody wanted to put their business out there.
Yeah, man. It just got to a point where everybody knew everything about everybody.
It's funny you say this at your age, though, because that's where I'm at right now. Like, I fully understand that. I can't emphasize enough. Like, nobody cares what I think about anything.
Nope.
Like, you won't catch me putting political shit or anything on social media. For me, nowadays, I just utilize social media to post my pictures of my own family and my animals.
Of course.
Because I know they're going to show up later on as memories.
Of course. And, I'm guilty for it, too, man. I'm a 26-year-old kid, man. Of course, I fall into all the trends. I do all the things all the other kids are doing. So, I'm not sitting here saying I'm not doing anything different. But it's just like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like...
Yeah, and
I wish we could take a step back sometimes. You know what I mean?
It's funny you say that. So when sometimes I see people that I haven't seen in years, but I feel like I know them.
Yeah.
Because of just following their social media, right?
And that's a shame.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think about. So that's one thing that I fucking really, really wish that like somehow, some way, maybe that could. I don't really know, but that's something that I think about a lot. And then something that's good. I mean. Technology, I guess, is pretty freaking sweet. I mean, we do a lot of cool shit, man. I mean, look at our setup, man. We're sitting here, we're talking father-son, man. And, 10 years ago, this probably wouldn't really be happening right now. So it's pretty cool that me and you get to sit down together as one and really figure out all these new things together. So as far as technology goes, man, like you said, the gaming thing, that's pretty cool, man. Just as far as technology goes, man, the fact that we get to, go on life together, kind of experiencing it together, is pretty cool. And it sucks to say that technology is probably the coolest.
I know.
That's pretty fucked up, I feel like. I feel like there should probably be something more in depth.
Yeah, but you know what?
But, I mean...
It is what it is.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe that's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I mean, we're kind of here because of technology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's just going to keep evolving.
So, I mean, that's where that lies. But, shit, man, I mean, dude, it's, holy shit, man. I mean, covered a lot here today, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really glad we got to kind of kick back and really just kind of talk about what we wanted to talk about.
Going down memory lane is, I enjoy doing it, and I'm glad that we got to experience a little bit of it.
We should do this more often. Maybe every, it would be pretty cool to kind of kick, because, dude, I think we could go, I think certain topics we talked about tonight, we could really get into depth to, as far as, like, the military thing, man, you just being a young father.
Yeah.
We touched a lot of topics today, man. And
I tell you what, I think I'm going to watch Lost Boys in the next day or two. Maybe even it, because as we're slowly approaching the Halloween season.
Hell yeah, best time of the year.
So I think I'm going to do that. And also when the Allentown Fair starts now, like it always kind of brings back that memory of those, for me, again, I went there as a kid.
Hell yeah, dude.
So definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, dude, I enjoy these conversations, man. And looking forward to whatever next topic that we have. And it'll be fun, man.
Yeah, man. Today was a really cool day, man. Pops, I'm really glad. Really glad I came over there, man. We kicked back today. We had a few beers. Man. Got some good chats in, and
I kind of want to slap you less with your mustache. Like I'm gonna try to get that out of my mind.
No, it's all right. Come on now. We're flowing with it. Got a little scroll on the lip. Yeah. Not bad, but.
Whatever you decide to get yourself into tonight or this weekend, be careful, and look forward to getting together next time.
Hey, happy Memorial Day, Pops. Love you, brother.
Love you too, kiddo.
Hey, Working Wednesdays, checking out.
Subscribe, like, and tell your friends.
Yes, sir.